Good morning, All Souls. Please join me in reciting our Sunday covenant this morning. Love is the spirit of our people, and service is our call to build the beloved community, to seek fuller truths in love, to dwell together in peace, to offer aid and affirmation, and to tend to our mutual well-being. This is our covenant. Good morning. And welcome to All Souls Church Unitarian. Whether you're here for the first time or the 1,000th in the pews or online, my name is Saul Ujoa. My pronouns are they, them, and he, him, and I'll be serving as your worship associate today. I'm grateful that after a smoky week that some rain finally rolled in yesterday so that we can enjoy some cleaner air this morning. As someone with asthma, I'm super grateful for that. And as I was thinking of how to welcome you all into the sanctuary this morning, my mind kept going to the idea of breath or breathing. I play the flute, and when you play any instrument, that tool becomes an extension of your body. Even string players are taught to breathe together. And when hundreds of us in this sanctuary breathe together Sunday after Sunday, sing together, grieve together, hope together, and fight together, we become something more than a room full of individuals. We become a body, a community with one voice made of many. And this is what has kept me at All Souls for 8 years now. No one person has everything figured out, but collectively our voices can break through the noise. Together, we're braver. Together, we can build a beloved community that none of us can build alone. So whoever you are, or whatever paths have brought you here today, add your voice to ours this morning. You belong here, and welcome to All Souls. And we pause now to remember that every movement for justice in this country and around the world has had music behind it. Protest songs, gospel music, rhythms and beats that remind people of their humanity and of our collective struggle. Enslaved people encoding freedom into spirituals, marchers in Selma singing as they face billy clubs and dogs, farm workers in California's fields singing the colores as they marched for dignity, miners in Harlan County asking which side are you on, LGBT people dancing in safe spaces when even that is and has been an act of courage. And today, immigrants, workers, and organizers who keep singing and fighting while democracy itself is under strain. And as we remember these legacies and feed into their continuation, may we lend our breath, our voices, and our work to these unfinished songs. And so now is our time to greet one another, meet your neighbors, talk to a friendly face, meet a new person, and see what it means to breathe and sync. And welcome to All Souls.
Good morning. If there are children present, I invite you to come join me on the carpet for our time for all ages. Come on up, come on up. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome. Hi. Hi, welcome, good morning. So I'm Reverend Rob. Thank you for joining us. We are doing a special summer worship series that is all about songs. And today is about how singing impacts us and others. Y'all have probably heard the word prayer before, I bet. But there's a lot of different ways we can define it. What's a definition that someone has heard of? What is a prayer? What does a prayer mean? Thoughts? Yeah, it's okay. So one of the ways that a prayer is understood is sort of praying to God for something to happen. And that is one of many forms of prayer. There are written prayers, there are silent prayers, the prayers that we only say in our heads, and sometimes there's prayers that we sing. And the way I understand prayer is it is about naming something that is important to you. Whether you do it in your head or you speak it out loud, it's naming something important to you that you want to have happen. And we know that that doesn't mean it's going to happen. But there's a real power in naming it, even if it's just to ourselves. And it may be something like you pray that you get a certain toy for a birthday or Christmas. It could be like that. It could be praying for something to happen in your family, like if someone is sick. You could be praying for something big, like world peace, that everyone has access to the freedom and resources they need. There's all kinds of prayers. But each Sunday, it's after you typically leave the service. Each Sunday, we do a time of congregational care where we name people that are struggling with something. People that are sick, sometimes people that have died. And then we sing. And all of that, all of that is about sending love to people we care about. And it may be ourselves that we need to send love to, and that's okay too. But that, to me, is a very important form of prayer, where you're just naming the thing that is important to you. And I think it's great to do that on your own. That's a core spiritual practice of many. And I think there's a special power in when we do it together. And here we sing a song called Sending You Light by Melanie DeMore, who is an amazing Black woman from California who has come here a couple of times to lead songs. And so Keith is actually going to sing that and lead us in it so that we all know how to sing Sending You Light. And then when you know of someone who's in a tough situation, or maybe you're in a tough situation, you can sing that and remember the song and send a little light, send a little love to the people you care about. Thank you, Keith.
The words are like this. Sending you light, to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light, to hold you in love. I am sending you light. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you, to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light. I am sending you light to hold you in love, to hold you in love. Let's sing the whole thing. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. And now if you want, you could close your eyes and picture someone who could use some light or love, and we'll sing to them. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love.
So you can return to your parents now or head out to RE classes if you're going to join our RE program for the day. And everyone, let us send them out in light once more. I am
Sending you light to heal you, to hold
Good morning. I am Reverend Rob Keithan, your Minister of Spiritual Growth and Justice here at All Souls, and I use he, him pronouns. You may want to pull out your connection card now and check things off or just let us know how you're doing. We're going to start with a special announcement from our REEB Project for Voting Rights, given by the fantastic and dedicated Jim Pastore. Welcome, Jim.
This weekend marks the 6th anniversary since the death of Congressman and civil rights giant John Lewis, who dedicated his life to voting rights for all Americans, and who said, "Speak up, speak out, get in the way, get in good trouble, necessary trouble, and help redeem the soul of America." Yes. John Lewis's life is being remembered across the country this weekend during a weekend of action, a Good Trouble Lives On weekend of action. Please join the Solidarity Singers out in front of All Souls on 16th Street after today's service. On your way out, pick up a poster and hold it high and honor John Lewis by raising your voice in song. My name is Jim Pastore. My pronouns are he, him. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. As a member of the REEB Voting Rights Project here at All Souls, I ask you to consider taking several actions during the summer and fall to honor the legacy of John Lewis and support our democracy. First, as you travel around other parts of the country, will you consider being an ambassador for DC statehood? This involves educating people about current threats to home rule and, for the long-term goal, recall that only people and elected representatives out in the 50 states have the ability to vote to approve statehood for the people of DC. We're especially focusing on Colorado, West Virginia, Philadelphia, Minneapolis, Los Angeles, and Chicago. If you're bound for any of those cities or states, please come to the democracy table after service. Learn how you can serve this summer and beyond as an ambassador for DC statehood. The second action is postcarding to get out the vote for the midterms. The REEB Project is working with partners in states with a long history of voter suppression. We have an ambitious goal for the summer of sending 13,000 postcards to BIPOC voters who are overlooked by political campaigns and give them the information they need to vote their power. Of the 13,000 postcards, the congregation is already writing 2,700. This means that people are stepping up, and it also means that in the next 11 weeks, we need to write 1,000 postcards a week to reach our goal. Why this number? UU the Vote, which is the National Unitarian Voter Empowerment Campaign, has challenged us to write 20 postcards for every adult member of the congregation. That's what's behind the goal, full engagement of All Souls, with each person writing at least 20 postcards. We are writing to different communities throughout the summer, so please come back for more cards week after week. We will mail all 13,000 in early fall when the information will be most useful to voters. How many of those 1,000 cards will you write this week? Next Sunday, you can join a postcarding party right here after church. You can also hold a postcard writing party of your own. We make it very easy for you to do your part. Finally, I submit that the strength of any movement is not measured only by the number of individuals activated, by the number of postcards sent, but by how well committed individuals are organized, working together, building together, singing together, and sustaining one another over time. My request to you this morning is to register to attend Camp Democracy at All Souls on Saturday, September 19th. Registration is now open. You can sign up in the newsletter, the connection card, or at the read table. Youth, students are urged to attend. The READ Project is organizing Camp Democracy in conjunction with UU The Vote and other partners. During the half-day nonpartisan sessions, we will work to transform our individual activism into organized coordination, strengthening our skills, expanding our imagination, and focusing on building the critical networks and infrastructure needed to sustain communities, especially as people, public places, and institutions come under continuing attack. Please join us for Camp Democracy. John Lewis said it, "Do not get lost in a sea of despair. Be hopeful, be optimistic. Our struggle is not the struggle of a day, a week, a month, a year. It is the struggle of our lifetime." Never ever be afraid to make some noise and get in good trouble. It's necessary. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim, and all the other leaders of the READ Project who have made All Souls one of the leading congregations in the Unitarian Universalist Association for voter mobilization, but it also takes y'all. So if you're waiting for a time, stop waiting. This is the time to get involved. Thank you. Just a few other things coming up at All Souls, starting with one today. One of the simplest ways that you can help the church right now is to make sure that you have an updated account in our database, which is called Realm. Think of it as going on an exciting adventure. So if you haven't yet entered the realm, folks from our membership team can help you do that today in the READ lobby. Yes, data nerds, yes. All Souls Healing and Accountability Task Force is leading our effort to understand the root causes of problems and patterns here at the church, related to racialized conflict, staff departures, and more. We are choosing to engage in this work with renewed commitment, support, and transparency. There are online sessions this Tuesday from 7 to 9, Thursday from 2 to 4, as well as others in the following weeks. This is some of the most important work of building beloved community, and so I hope you will choose to lean in and attend one of those sessions. Last but not least, there's one last chance to attend our membership classes before the fall. Each of these classes meets online on Thursdays from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Exploring Unitarian Universalism is Thursday, July 30th, and Pathway to Membership is Thursday, August 6th. These two together prepare you for membership in All Souls, and we would love to have you. We turn now to congregational care. Each Sunday, a member of our pastoral care team wearing a green stole is available after the service near the chalice area. Today's pastoral associate is Barbara Corporeau. If you would value a listening ear or accompaniment. We did not receive any specific congregational care announcements, but of course I know there are people and places that we carry on our hearts. So I invite you now to type into the chat or speak aloud the names you carry on your hearts this day. In times when words fail, song can give voice. And sometimes we just need silence as well. Our prayer today is to simply be together and breathe together in silence. Amen. I invite you to continue our prayer through music. You may remain seated and join us in singing Fuente de Amor and Spirit of Life.
When we tell our stories from sacred space, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices
my pleasure to introduce the second in our 5-Sunday series on song and story. Today we welcome Mary Beth Hayden to share some of her favorite songs and the reason behind it. Mary Beth was recently recognized for being a member for 15 years at All Souls. Many of you have encountered her in many activities around the congregation because she is involved in many activities. You may not know that behind the scenes, she has been creating the theme guides for our covenant group, our small group ministry, for years and years and years. So anyone who has ever been to one of those small group ministries has probably been touched by her ministry to us. But she's also known for poetry sessions at Weekend on the Bay with children, and for just generally having an incredibly warm, caring, joyful, humorous spirit that she brings to everything she does in this congregation. So welcome, Mary Beth Hayden.
Oh, wow, thank you. Good morning, All Souls. I am so glad to be here. Now, I know it's not typical for a short talk to begin with a dedication, but in light of my story today, I think I just feel the need to dedicate my talk to the Jubilee Singers, my incredible teachers and mentors in discovering the joy, the usefulness, the absolute necessity of singing. So thank you, Jubilee Singers. And to so many of you that I've had the pleasure to sing with in other capacities. I love the idea of this speaker series to hear from fellow congregants what sustains them during dark and difficult days. What sustains me is singing. I know I'm not the only one, but let me continue. I love the way singing pulls me away from thinking and judging and takes me to a kinder place. I get out of my head. I stop the judgments. My inner critic takes a break. Today we sing some of my favorite songs that have crossed over from All Souls into my everyday life. I'm so glad that we have sung Hope Lingers On as we came into the church. I can barely imagine living through this crazy, difficult, historic moment without the comfort of singing, I will not hate, I will not fear. I call on that energy all week long. Then there's the magic of singing to a particular someone to offer comfort and love. I love that we learned this morning Melanie DeMore's Sending You Light. That song to me is a lifeline to sing, a lifeline to hear. I learned it with our All Souls By Your Side singers. And guess what? I joined the By Your Side Singers, and as a wonderful, wonderful bonus, I became a By My Side singer. I cannot tell you how often I sing that song to myself. So thank you. Thank you. Maybe singing to me is all the more precious because it feels like such a happy accident that I sing at all. If you had asked me 20 years ago or any time before to sing, my answer would have been, not me, not a singer, no way. No way am I singing. Are there any here who identify or at any point in their life have identified as a person who can't sing? Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. I know you guys must be kidding. Anyway, I feel your pain. To be singled out as a person who could best help the group by not singing out loud. It is tough to shake that label, and many never do. My mom, I think, was one. I polled my brothers and sisters, and it was so sad to hear that not one of us remembered Mom ever singing. Wow. I mean, and that included going to church, sitting in the pew at St. Patrick's, and guess what? Not singing the hymns. When I made the decision to shake that non-singer label, I was 56, an injured athlete, and I was wondering how the heck was I going to get through a 12-month recovery separated from my #1 mood enhancement strategy of chasing balls, hitting them hard. Was there an activity that would get me out of my head and into my body? Maybe that I could do with other people? Maybe that I could work at and get better? Singing. How about singing? Seems so simple now. And so I decided to give it a try. I headed off to my first rehearsal with the Lesbian and Gay Chorus of Washington. No audition required. The early rehearsals were a revelation. I was tempted to say brutal. We worked hard, and boy, could they sing. Oh my gosh. Those early rehearsals, they were not exactly fun, those early rehearsals, but I learned so much. Eventually, I could get through an entire song without a sharp corrective poke to the ribs. Toward the end of the season came the news. The Lesbian and Gay Chorus was ending. Now what? Their run was finished. But what would I do? Singing had become essential. I needed a place to sing. One suggestion, the Jubilee Singers. I came to listen, and I was impressed. I heard joy, determination, hopefulness. I loved the spirituals, the freedom songs, songs created out of the need to do hard things, to never give up, the need to break every chain, the absolute certainty that the storm is passing. The storm is passing over. I was hooked. It did bother me, I must be honest, that Jubilee sang at a church. An ex-Catholic, a mindfulness practitioner, active in my Sangha, the last thing I thought I needed was a church. Boy, was I wrong. I have come to love so many Jubilee songs that it was hard to choose today. How could I choose? I settled on two that are part of my everyday life. I sing them in the car. I sing them in the kitchen. They remind me that I am not alone, and that being myself alone, is a potent weapon. I think these songs make me braver and more confident. There's so much to love about This Little Light of Mine. Imagine that, a song that has changed history. A song that has changed history. An innocent children's song, joyfully affirmative, and at the same time, a way to speak truth to power. Defiant and assured at the same time. I'm so glad we will sing it today as part of our recessional. My second choice, Faithful Over a Few Things. I love the title, Faithful Over a Few Things. A few things, only a few things. That sounds doable. And with every repeat, it seems more urgent and more possible. I hope you love hearing it today. One passage has become essential to me. It offers some specific guidance. The sopranos sing, "If you have a song to sing, faithfully sing that song." The tenors, "If you have a kind word to say it every day." And then the altos, we sing, "Be ye steadfast, unmovable." Every time I sing this song, it feels like the exact advice I need. My message today is not exactly breaking news, and probably I haven't said anything that's not true for anybody here, but I think it's worth repeating. I sing because I'm proud. I sing because all of us are mightier than one of us. I sing to remind me who I am, to let others know I care. I sing to know that I am not alone. I sing because there is work to be done, to be reminded that the work is mine to do, and crucially, that there is joy in the work. You've heard a lot this morning about how singing sustains me. I hope I have encouraged you to think about the role of singing, making music, sharing music, the role that it plays in your spiritual life and your relationships, in your life as an activist. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mary Beth, for the gift of your stories, your humor, for highlighting all these amazing songs. It was certainly a reminder that I needed, and I suspect we all did at this time. So the process for these services is that a lay leader will be the centerpiece, and then a minister will do a short reflection afterward, grounding what they have said in our Unitarian Universalist history and theology a bit. So in Christianity, from which Unitarian Universalism came, singing has a very specific purpose. Summarized by John Piper, a Protestant pastor and theologian who has written more than 50 books, he says, "All singing in worship is for God and for each other." Now, for Piper and others, singing for God is specifically about honoring the glory of God. Now, even the little AI summary from Google that I didn't want returned this summary about Christianity and song, quote, "Singing focuses your mind and heart on God's majesty, grace, and perfect character." Thank you, AI. Now, as our faith, especially on the Unitarian side, turned away from Christianity towards humanism, this purpose changed significantly for us. We stopped centering God in that way and shifted our focus to our connection to each other and the planet, and in particular, our responsibilities to each other and the planet. But we kept singing. Many of the songs we sing help us hold pain and loss. At the end of life, when memories of people and experiences have faded, many individuals will still remember song lyrics and can sing along. Other songs, as been named, motivate us to action. And I think we are more than justified in claiming that singing for us is still a theological action. But rather than being focused on the glorifying of God, it is focused on bolstering our own sense of resilience and courage and commitment. And when you expand this analysis beyond just singing or worship, I think it still holds true. The reality is that Unitarian Universalist congregations, like All Souls, do not gather for the primary purpose of glorifying God in a Christian context. That may be an important purpose for some, which is fantastic and welcome. But overall, we as a congregation gather for mutual support and encouragement. We gather to help each other get through hard times. We gather for community. We gather for learning. We gather to act for justice. Now, you know that All Souls is joining many other congregations and organizations this weekend in Good Trouble Lives On. The Unitarian Universalist Association's Side with Love campaign is one of the many partners. And the website states, "We are facing the most brazen rollback of civil rights in generations. The same spirit that fueled Selma, Montgomery, and the March on Washington lives on in our unified action. Join us this weekend as we honor the legacy of John Lewis and carry the torch of the civil rights movement." And Lewis, it turned out, had something to say about the role of music. I haven't been able to find a date for this. It was posted on a website in 2020 by a group named Elevate Oakland. And in this video, John Lewis says, "I've said on many occasions that if it hadn't been for music, the civil rights movement would have been like a bird without wings. Music, it brought us together. It created a sense of solidarity." So when we sing lyrics like we did in the processional today, "My sibling, when equality's gone, in our darkest hour, hope lingers on. My children, with tolerance gone, in our darkest hour, hope lingers on," that's not just a side thing we're doing before we get to the work on liberation. That song isn't just a nice way to start a service. Singing songs like this together is a fundamental part of our work for liberation. And so, it is fitting that after the service ends, everyone here present is invited to join outside for an all-congregation solidarity sing. Yes. Both in honor of John Lewis and all those who came before, and in recognition of the fact that we are not going to back down. We are going to keep working against the toxic poison that is white supremacy. We are going to keep working against the cancer of greed and exploitation. We are going to keep working for voting rights and civil rights. We are going to keep working for equality. We're going to keep working for freedom. And we are going to keep working for liberation. For liberation. For everyone. For everyone. I don't usually do this, but I'm just going to do it today. Can I get an amen? Amen. Thank you.
I'll turn down the energy down just a smidge. So now I invite you to turn your attention to the connection card you received when you entered the sanctuary. And this week, we invite you to reflect on the following question. What role does singing, making music, or sharing music play in your spiritual life, in your relationships, or in your life as an activist? Which songs are special to you?
You go, no matter where you've been, you'll never walk alone. I feel you deep within, for I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love. I walk the path with you. Go slow, dear one, don't hurry. I'll go just like you need to go. There is no need to worry. For I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. I am sending you light to hold you in love.
As the U.S. recently commemorated 250 years of independence from one king, UU congregations and others across the country continue our long-term struggle toward a different truth and a deeper goal: interdependence. Recognizing the critical work that must be done and that we can do, our Share the Plate recipient for July is our regional voter mobilization campaign known as UU the Vote of DC, Maryland, and Virginia. It's a unique three-way partnership between All Souls, UUs for Social Justice, and UU the Vote nationally to mobilize, build capacity, and increase connections among UUs and UU congregations in this region. 50% of our non-pledge plate offering will support the work of UU the Vote. The offering will now be collected and graciously received.
Must be faithful
First benediction in honor of Mary Beth Hatem is to remember her words, which truly exemplify her spiritual grounding, wisdom, and humor, of just remembering faithful over a few things. That sounds doable. Now for the regular benediction. So after I share some words from John Lewis, I'm going to invite folks to come right outside. We're going to get to the point where Keith will be directing us from the sidewalk. We're going to stand on the front steps of the church, closest to the sidewalk, just like we're a choir on risers, because we are. For our all congregation solidarity sing. I'm going to invite Reproject leaders who are here, if you're willing to kind of get near the front and hold our Side with Love banner. I took it off the wall by the library, because this is when we use that. So these words were written by John Lewis and published in the New York Times just 2 days before he died. The piece is entitled, "Together, You Can Redeem the Soul of Our Nation." He writes, "Democracy is not a state. It is an act, and each generation must do its part to help build what we call the beloved community, a nation and world society at peace with itself." Amen. Light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
keep on talking, walking to the freedom land. I'm gonna let injustice turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let injustice turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching in the freedom land. Ain't gonna let racism turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let racism turn me around. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching in the freedom land. Let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching in the freedom land. Ain't gonna let transphobia turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let transphobia turn me around. Ain't gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching in the freedom land. Ain't gonna let fascism turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let fascism turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching in the freedom land. Ain't gonna let no White House turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let no White House turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching in the freedom land. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching in the freedom land. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching in the freedom land.
Last one. This is the one that the Solidarity Singers end with every weekday morning when we're singing for federal workers. It's what the choir is saying as we processed, hope lingers on. My mother, when love is gone,
My mother, when love is gone, in the darkest hour hope lingers on.
my father,
When peace is gone, my Father, when peace is gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour hope lingers here. My siblings, when justice is gone, my siblings, when equality's gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. My children, when tolerance is gone, my children, when tolerance is gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour hope lingers here. My God, when honor is gone, my love, when honor is gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. My country, when justice is gone, when justice is gone, in our darkest hour hope lingers on. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest hour hope lingers here. I will not hate, and I will not fear, in our darkest All right, planned it now? Yeah. What do I do now?